Did you know that the timing of your meals can have a significant impact on your lean muscle growth and also your performance in the gym? Well, in this video, we're going to discover how proper meal placement within your day can help you with your fitness goals and give you optimum results. In this video, we'll discover the science behind nutrition timing and how it actually helps your lean muscle growth and your performance, but also why what you eat at a certain time actually helps with your fitness goals and it actually helps with your lean muscle growth. So, my name is Coach D. For those of you who do not know me, I specialize in helping women to basically transform their bodies, whether that's weight loss, whether that's body recomposition, whether that's bodybuilding, right? But for the most part, my clients are those who want to burn fat, right? You want to lose weight, you want to look good, you want to get confident, right? But what I run across is in a lot of my women, a lot of my clients, and a lot of my consultations, that women do not eat properly. Nutrition is a big factor when you actually want to see fat loss, when you want to see lean muscle growth, right? And amongst nutrition is nutrition timing, right? Nutrient timing is something that a lot of people probably don't know about. We just know that, getting our fats in, our carbohydrates and our proteins, we just know that we need to eat less to be in a caloric deficit, right? To lose weight. We know we need to be in a caloric surplus when we're trying to put on lean muscle mass. And we know we need to be at maintenance weight when we're just trying to maintain the weight we are at and maybe put on some lean muscle mass, right? So, nutrient timing is one of those things that a lot of beginners do not take into account. Now, this might be a subject that, a lot of you folks that, have been doing this for a while, you guys know about, but this video is geared more towards my beginners. Now, for my beginners, nutrient timing is going to basically mean when you should eat certain macronutrients, your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your fats for optimal results, right? Whether, like I said, whatever that is for you. So let's go into the different timing. So timing means pre-workout, which means before you work out, before you do any strenuous activity, before you do any weight bearing exercises, before you do any cardio, whether that's even like walking, stretching, yoga, whatever, right? Now, a lot of people intermittent fast. Intermittent fasting is fine as long as you are used to it. Now, intermittent fasting is a great tool. I'm not going to take that away from people. But when you're not used to exerting a lot of energy, you're not used to working your body, you could end up getting sick trying to work out, especially lifting weights. Now, cardio fasted it usually is no big deal. Most people can get through, pull out your fat stores, use whatever fat you have in your body for your energy, right? Cardio uses fat stores for energy. That's why a lot of people do, fasted cardio because it pulls at those fat stores. But when you're going into the gym and you're about to lift weights, your pre-workout should always, always, always have a carbohydrate source, right? The carbohydrate source is what's going to give you energy for weightlifting exercises. Carbohydrates are our biggest energy sources, right? Then you have your fat sources, then you have your protein sources. Your protein sources being the smallest energy source in your body, and your body also uses up protein very, very fast. So I do hear a lot of people say, oh, I, had a protein shake, blah, 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 blah. But did that protein shake have enough carbohydrates within it in order for it to sustain you through your workout, right? So pre-workout, and we're going to go to the board here so you guys can take notes on this, all right? Move my chair out the way here so I can get to you guys. I'm going to go to the board here, right? So timing, boom, timing, all right? And I'm writing fast, all right? Hopefully you guys can see this. Let's change this to black. Maybe you can't. All right, timing. So we're going to go with pre-workout. Pre-workout, all right? Pre-workout, like I said, you want it to be a carbohydrate source. So carbohydrate source could be something like, so let's say carbs. Guys, excuse my handwriting. I'm not used to writing on the board. I'm used to typing nowadays, so handwriting is just all off, right? So pre-workout source could be something like 2 rice cakes. Any rice cake will suffice. I get caramel, I get chocolate, all that good stuff. Now you can put a protein source on it, like if you like cottage cheese, if you like peanut butter, put that on there, right? That's nothing but extra fuel to get you through your workout. So let's say PB and cottage cheese. Now I promise you, a lot of people say they don't like cottage cheese. Cottage cheese does not have a taste when it is put on top of caramel rice cakes. I like on caramel rice cakes. You might like it on chocolate rice cakes. With the PB, it totally masks it. All it's going to taste like is cold rice cakes. When I tell you guys, it's so good. It's delicious to me. And it also helps to get that sweet craving, that tooth that you might have totally away from you, right? So pre-workout, like I said, you always want to have a carb source. If you want to put a protein source in there, that's okay. It's not really the most abundant of energy, right? And a lot of times you don't want to have a lot of protein sitting in your body. It's a lot of science behind that as far as that being your main energy source. I mean, it does a lot with the blood and things like that beforehand. So you want to aim for having a carb source. Now, even have your 2 rice cakes. You can do something like a banana. They spell banana. How long I've been out of school? That does not look right. But banana, what? Apple, even though these things are high in sugar for my newbies, but remember, these are for my newbies, it's for my beginners. Hell, intermediate and advanced, you can do this as well. If you feel like, you need to switch some things up, try to go back to the beginning. A banana, an apple, something that is high in carbohydrates. These are fruits, but they are also carb sources. Fruits are carbs. So people, be careful when you are just soaking down a bunch of smoothies that's filled with fruit, because that's a bunch of carbs. That's another mistake I see a lot of people make is, oh, I drink a fruit smoothie every day. Okay, but is there fruit smoothie full of bananas, apples, pineapples, strawberries? And berries are really pretty good. But remember, it's still sugar. Even though it's natural sugar, it is still sugar. So you got to be careful with that. And it's also still carbs. So you guys have to be careful with your fruit intake, right? A tip for that is eating, low sugar fruits like grapefruits and things like that. Your berries, your blueberries, your strawberries, find something that is really, really low in sugar, but it's also a good source, right? I put blueberries and strawberries in my oatmeal when I have oatmeal, and it is delicious, right? So, pre-workout, you always want to have a carb source. Make sure carbs are in that pre-workout meal, right? Like I said, the easiest way to go, the fastest route to go is 2 rice cakes with some PB&J. I mean, not PB&J, y'all. Peanut butter and cottage cheese on top of it. Cottage cheese is a little bit of protein. PB is some fats in there with protein, a little teeny bit of carbs, all right? But this right here is going to be your best bet. It's going to be the fastest. It's going to take about 30 minutes to digest, and you can get in and out of the door, right? You can be getting dressed or take a few extra minutes, eat it in the car, while you're on your way to the gym. That. And then I said, your second option, let's do some type of high carb fruit, right? So this is your pre-workout. Pre-workout meal for newbies is going to be optimal for you. I cannot tell you how many times I have trained women, consulted with women. They come in, they had their first session, and they felt sick to their stomach or they felt lightheaded. It is because they did not eat. They're not used to working out. Even if you are used to working out, you're not used to working out to the point where you're pushing a muscle group to grow, especially when you are going into the gym and you're working out with one muscle group at a time. You're pushing your chest, your back, your legs to the limit. Your muscles are going to start feeling fatigued. They're going to start pulling at the energy sources that you have within your body. And if you do not have adequate energy in it, guess what? It's going to start to make you feel crazy. You're going to still feel lightheaded, or you're going to still feel, sick to your stomach. You're going to have to stop. So make sure that you're fueling your body properly. Also, with that pre-workout, if you're someone who has low energy, let's go with a pre-workout, right? A pre-workout with some type of caffeine. You have low caffeine, which is about 80 grams of caffeine, right? caffeine. And then you have your higher caffeine sources, which is going to be like your pre-workout powders. You can even use coffee as pre-workout black. I don't like a lot of sugar, so I'm not going to sit up here and tell you creamer and all that. You have your healthy creamers like your oat creamers and, things that are just lower in sugar, lower in fats, lower in calories. So find that, your 80 grams, and then you have your pre-workouts. My pre-workout of choice is my prepare from my nutrition shops. If you guys looking for yet a very powerful yet clean pre-workout that doesn't take you shooting to the moon, makes you feel all itchy and stuff like that, and it just gives you that optimal performance, it gives you that mental clarity and focus, and it just gives you energy throughout the roof without, like I said, bringing you up and crash you down. Prepare is, you can shop my nutrition shop. It's in my link in my link tree in my bio. Okay, so you have pre-workouts that can range between 200, right, and then you have to about 300, right. Now this number right here, that's pretty high. That's pretty high. This is going to be, oh goodness, this right here is going to be pretty high for someone who's just beginning. Both of these sources might be pretty high, right? And I'm sorry, y'all. This should be mgs, not grams. I'm thinking about food right now. Mgs. Let me take this off the screen. Take this off the screen. Should be mgs, right? Not grams. Mg. Mg. Okay, so like I was saying, these numbers should be mgs, right? Mgs, not grams, y'all. Don't go out there looking for 80 grams of caffeine. My mind was just stuck on food, so my apologies. So 80 mgs, all right? Mgs. So these two numbers right here could be pretty high for a beginner, right? The beginner might feel their heart racing too much. They might feel an overload of energy because they've never experienced a pre-workout supplement before. So I would try to stick with the supplement that is pretty low in caffeine. Like I said, my prepare, and we can read on my prepare. I actually have it here with me. My prepare literally has only, where we at here, caffeine of 100. That is pretty powerful. It's pretty powerful, but it's pretty on the low, steady, and comfortable caffeine amount for a beginner, right? So, you know, the 200 to 300 range is for more of my folks who've been working out for months, who are like, okay, I can take on something more powerful. And then, these numbers can also really be too powerful, too potent for someone who's caffeine sensitive. So if you're going for something that's around 80 to 100, you know, you'll have less likely of a chance to get heart palpitations or to just feel overwhelmed by caffeine, right? So for my newbies, I would try to stick with supplements that, range between the 180 to, if you're literally just lacking in energy, trying 200, maybe trying half of a scoop of the 200 and just seeing where that goes. See how that works for you, okay? So, and all in all, let's summarize pre-workout. You're going to have a carb source. For me, if unless you're getting up early and you can have like some oatmeal, you can have Thomas English's muffins. But this right here to me is the optimal meal of pre-workout because it's light, it's not heavy, it takes 30 minutes to digest, and it also has, a good source of fat, which is a backup source for you when you're lifting weights, right? And cottage cheese, which is your third energy source. So that is carbs, fats, protein, double protein. All right. So that is the meal that I would suggest. Then you have something like a banana and an apple, for people who don't like rice cakes and you want something quickly that's going to digest and it's going to give you, adequate amounts of energy. And remember, this is for my beginners. Okay. My beginners. So this is not for those who have already been in the gym working for a while. You're probably going to need something, and if you're trying to build like a lot of lean muscle, like you're trying to pack on mass, I would highly suggest that you eat bigger meals, like, maybe having your eggs and your oatmeal, or, maybe have eggs, oatmeal, and a snack, and maybe like a third meal for the day, and then going to the gym, right? So it's all about what your goal is. But this is for my beginners. And like I said, you're gonna have your pre-workout sup, right? Sup. I know my handwriting is ugly, y'all, but I'm just trying to get through this video, trying to get you information, right? So you can always take a screenshot of this. This says pre-workout sup. Caffeine. You can be black coffee. Even black coffee, like I said, low sugar, low calorie, creamer if you must have it. You know, I would say about 4 ounces is enough, right? 4 ounces is enough. And 80 to 100 mg's of caffeine, right? For my beginners. This right here will get you through a workout. Okay. Just get you a boost of energy, makes you feel more mentally focused, more clarity, and you're working with more energy. Okay. Especially if you're not used to, like I said, working out, or even just, your body using your food as adequate energy sources when it's in the gym. The 200 to 300 is going to be for my folks who are, you're really, really sluggish, you're not caffeine sensitive, and you've been doing this for a while and you feel like you need a bigger energy boost. So now we're going to go to post workout. Post workout means that you have gotten your exercise in, right? You have done your strenuous workout. Now you're hungry. What do you do? So, my recommendation is always going to be have a protein shake. Okay. This is when you want to start to help the muscles that you just tore up through the weight bearing exercises. You want to replenish them. You want to help them to grow. All right. You want to have a protein shake, and you also want to have your creatine, right? Your protein shake should have a good balance of fats. It should have a good balance of carbohydrates, and it should have a good balance of protein with the creatine in it, so the creatine does not upset your stomach, right? A lot of people like to have creatine on not so much of a good stomach. And I'll say, and why I say not so much of a good stomach is because you're taking creatine, intermittent fasting. That can mess with a lot of people's stomach. It can make you feel queasy if your body's not used to it, right? It just can make you feel a certain type of way. So I'm always recommending 5 grams of creatine a day with a meal, right? If you have a adequate, good good meal replacement shake or protein shake, it is going to do the job of helping you to digest that creatine properly, and you will not feel crazy, right? So at least, a lot of people say within 30 minutes. Okay, if you got your protein shake ready to go, it's in the car, drink it on your way home, right? That way you get it in your body immediately. Your body's still burning. It's getting into the muscles, the fibers, everything that you just tore up. It's getting into it faster, right? I say no more than an hour or two after you worked out. A lot of us, we go to the store right after we work out, we run an errand or something like that. Put the protein shake in your car. All right. Put the protein shake in your car. Literally put the protein shake in your car, have it ready for you, and just guzzle it down. That is the easiest way. Or if you're going straight home, just have your protein shake. All right. So thing is going my so for my post workout, I chose to turn this into red so you guys might can see it better. Post workout, we're going to have a protein shake. Protein shake. All right. Now, the protein shake should, like I said, be well balanced. So that is protein, carbs, and fats. Now, why do you say carbs and fats? Like I said, in order for your body to replenish its energy, because you're going to be tired. You're going to be tired after doing weight bearing exercises. So you want to make sure that the protein is helping with the muscle recovery, the muscle rebuild. Your carbs and your fats are going to be for your energy to be replenished, right? And then your fats are going to be to rebalance your hormones, because your hormones are spiking when you are working out. All right. So make sure that you have a protein shake that is well balanced with these three. Now, bodybuilders, you will see a lot of them that are on protein shakes that are high in protein, very low in carbs, and very low in fats, but they are working towards a different goal. They're working towards a different goal, and they're not beginners. All right. They are not beginners. This is for the person who's just going into the gym, trying to get healthy, trying to create a lifestyle, trying to burn some fat, right? And just trying to overall feel better and look better. This is not something for bodybuilders, right? It could be something for bodybuilders, but it all depends on your coach and how they have your macronutrients set up. So this is that's a totally different story. I just want to make sure that the correct audience is getting this information, okay? So with the protein shake, you're going to have your creatine. Creatine, 5 grams. Now, this is not mgs. This is 5 grams, okay? 5 grams a day is good for my ladies. 5 grams a day is good creatine intake. This will help for you to grow that muscle mass. This will help you see those muscles start to formulate and start to grow, all right? Now, with creatine, a lot of people like to say, oh, creatine makes you gain weight, da da da. It's not necessarily that it's making you gain weight. It's just saturating your muscles with water. All right. Saturating your muscles with water. That's just the effects of creatine. That's what makes the muscles look more fuller. Right. That's what helps the muscles grow. That's what helps repair muscle. That's just what creatine does. If you want to research creatine more, I highly suggest you do. But it is one of the best supplements for burning fat and building lean muscle. All right. It is not a banned substance. It is not a steroid. It is nothing of that nature. It is one of the most safest products, most researched products for muscle growth, for fat burning. So ladies, go look that up, all right? Creatine, 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 right? So let's put the timing up here. Let's say 30 minutes. I want to say to an hour, but you can take it up to 2 hours, you messing with danger there though. You might start feeling lightheaded and tired because you're not replenishing your body, directly after your workout. But let's try to stick within this range, okay? That 30 minutes to an hour range. Let's stick with that, right? So then you're gonna have your protein, your creatine. Now look, both of these can be found in my nutrition shop. If you guys like my muscle definition, if you like my clients' muscle definition, if you like my clients' results, they are all on these products, right? So it's not just me. It's my clients that are on these products as well. So these are grade A products, guys. These are not things that's on the shelves that's full of additives, full of sugar, full of preservatives. These are grade A products that are been come together, formulated by nutritionists, scientists, coaches, all types of healthcare professionals came together, doctors, to put these products together. Okay, so they are grade A products. All right, these can be found there. Right. So then after you have this meal, so say you done went in the house, you showered, you checked on a few things. Now your stomach's growling again, which is probably going to be within an hour. 1 hour. After that 1 hour, what's going to happen? You're going to want some. You want to eat. This time you're going to want to eat a whole food substance, whole food meal. It needs to be protein. It needs to be carbs. And it needs to be fats. And this is for the same reason why you should have a well-balanced protein shake. You are replenishing your body of the carbohydrates for the energy. Energy. I know this is ugly, y'all, but bear with me. Fats, hormones, right? And energy, right? And then protein, the big one, the big boy. This is the big boy right here, big boy, the one you want to really, really concentrate on. Protein. Protein is going to be for muscle recovery, muscle building, and fat burning. I cannot emphasize enough what you need for protein. Why you have to have protein in your body, right? You should be taking in 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight. All right? 1 pound at least. All right? This is the magic number. 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight, y'all. That's the simplest way we can do that, all right? So if you are 150 pounds, I'm running out of board here, you should be taking in 150 grams of protein. The rest, your carbs and your fats, are just byproducts. The most of your calorie intake should be coming up from protein. I'm going to keep on stressing protein because protein is what's going to help you to get the body that everyone desires. It's going to help you to burn fat, help you to lose the fat around your stomach. It's going to help your body to grow. It's going to help you to get that Coke bottle shape that you want. And it's going to help you to retain your curves. All right? So after we have this meal here, let's erase this board. You guys got that? Let you take a picture of that. All right. Thank you guys for working with me and my ugly handwriting. My ugly handwriting. It's all right, though. I have not written like this in so long. See how much technology is really taking over, right? All right. So after you've had your pre-workout, right? You had your 2 post-workout. You had your snack, which was your protein shake. You had your meal. Now you're going to have another snack. What should your snack look like? Another high protein energy source. Not going to stress enough how much you need protein, y'all. It's just what you need. So let's do a yogurt, right? And if you hate yogurt, put some granola in it. Just make sure you're measuring this stuff out. Put some yogurt in it with some granola in it, right? You got your Okios, triple, you got your Greek yogurts. All those things are good for you. Make sure that it's a high protein source yogurt, all right? You can do things like almonds, cashews. Just be careful with cashews because this cashews is a fattier a peanut or nut. So you got to make sure that you are logging and measuring what you're eating throughout the day because you can run the risk of eating too much fat when you're eating too much cashews, when you're eating too much peanuts, when you're eating too much nuts, period. Nuts are high in fat. So make sure that you are really, really logging your food, okay? So beware of cashews, all right? Almonds are a pretty good source. You should still only be having a handful. Y'all be careful with the nuts. It's the third time I'm going to say it. If you love nuts, you need to be measuring them out, and you also need to be tracking them, all right? So then you have other things that you could do for a snack. You can do, I've done eggs with a can of tuna. That right there keeps me so full for so long, and it also helps um to burn fat because it's high protein, y'all. So it's going to take a while to digest. If you did not know, protein is the hardest macronutrient for your body to digest. So when you have protein sources that are high, like eggs and tuna has about 1 gram of tuna. I mean, 1 can of tuna, it has about 40 grams of protein in it. So right there, tuna can help you hit your protein just like that. Just like that. You just gotta find simple ways. Don't make this difficult, y'all. Don't make it difficult. Eggs and tuna with like a avocado dressing, y'all. Something like a low fat dressing. It might sound crazy, but when I tell you it's delicious, it's delicious. A low fat dressing. It's like a healthy tuna. What do you call it? Tuna salad. What do you call it? Is it tuna salad? Tuna salad. Yeah, tuna salad. So, eggs and tuna, low fat dressing, y'all. I mean, it's so many different snacks you can have. You can do a yogurt. You can do hummus with some low fat bread, or keto bread. What I'm saying here, low fat bread. Oh, I hate my writing today, but it's all right. Hummus with some low fat bread, y'all. It's so many different variables, right? So those are just some simple snacks. You can even have another fruit. Get some grapefruit. You all right? Get some grapefruit. That, like I said earlier, grapefruit. That is a low sugar grapefruit, a low sugar, low carb fruit. All right. If you want some fruit, you don't want no more protein, or you had enough protein for the day, get you some grapefruit. Right? You're a fruit head, get some grapefruit. Put a little bit of natural sugar. Put some honey on it. Honey's good for you. Grapefruit with some honey. All right. All right. So now, for the final meal of the day, this might seem like a lot of food, right? You might not start out with eating all this food. It's a process, right? It's a process because what's got to happen is your body has to want it. So your metabolism has to rev up. Y'all, when I tell you I'm hungry all the time, I'm hungry all the time. I carry a lot of muscle. I am right now, the last time I checked, I was at 23% body fat, which is close to athlete. It's within the normal body fat range, but it's on the lower fat spectrum. When you go 25, well, in the middle, I'll say 25 and up, then that's when you start getting into, oh, you're getting obese, you're getting overweight, whatever, right? So, I carry a lot of muscle, so I'm always hungry. So, and it's always because I work out. I'm working my body, my metabolism up. I'm eating, 5 to 6 meals a day, including 2 high protein snacks, which is my supplements. Like I said, my protein shake, my eggs and tuna, my yogurt. It just all depends on what I feel like that week or that day. So my body's always working, it's always digesting, so it's always my metabolism is just up, right? Only way your metabolism can be up, and the only way that you can actually um start burning fat is if your metabolism up. So you got to make sure that you're eating. Metabolism turns on when your body is digesting. If your body is not constantly digesting the right things, it's not going to be on. So if you want to burn fat, you want to lose weight, you want to get in shape, you want to feel better, eat. All right. But it's a process, like I said. So start with 3 to 4 meals a day. Start with just eating more than what you normally would eat. All right. That's what I need for you guys to do. Start eating more than what you normally would eat. All right. So you want to have your snack, then you're going to have dinner. Then. All right. Then. For dinner. Let me take my glasses off when I say this to y'all. For dinner. Protein and veggies. Only. No carbs. That be so ugly. I don't care. It's the message. Protein and vegetables only, you guys. Only. Don't eat carbs late. Just don't do it. Don't eat it late. I promise you. Don't do it. Don't do it because your body is going to store it versus using it. You want to have carbs at the top of your day, preferably before 4 o'clock, or stopping at 4 o'clock. You want your body to use the carbs. You don't want your body to sleep on the carbs. You don't want your body to sit on the carbs. Carbs are for energy, right? So if you're doing mostly everything at the top of the day, why would you be eating carbs to go to sleep? You're not doing anything to go to sleep, right? Only thing you're having this meal for is to get the hunger under control so that your body says, okay, we can go to sleep now because we're satiated, we're tired. We've done what we need to do for the day. We use all the energy that we need to use, and now it's time for bed. We just need to make sure that the body can, have something to use to burn some calories while we are asleep, right? So protein, vegetables only. No carbs. Don't lay on the carbs, y'all. This is where a lot of people mess up at. They're having carbs at dinner. Have a salad, right? With some type of chicken on it. And this is just keeping it simple. Have some egg whites with some spinach, or have a protein shake. It's that simple. It's that simple. That's all. That's it, and that's all. You want to aim to eat and stop eating 2 to 3 hours before bed. Allow the body the time to digest the food so that it's not laying on the food. It has used it all up, and now it is using the stores that it has in order for your body to burn calories during sleep, because it does burn calories during sleep. That's why it's important to get adequate hours of rest so that you also can be in a caloric deficit from adequate recovery time during sleeping. And I'm just keeping this very, very simple because a lot of people like to talk about the science behind things, but it's nothing to it. Very, very simple for you guys. Nutrition is the biggest, biggest, biggest proponent of this whole thing. It's the biggest challenge that most people have. Going into the gym and working out, it's not really the hard part. It's this for most people. It's nutrition for most people. Promise you, get your nutrition under control. Like I said, whether it is literally just you eating one more meal a day than you previously did, you'll start to feel better. You'll start to feel more energy. You know, you'll start to have better mental clarity, better focus, better drive, better want to do. So many people are tired because their body is not feeling safe. It is not being properly fueled through proper nutrition. And a lot of people are not timing their nutrition properly either. So they're not seeing the results that they want to see in the gym. Nutrition timing is very, very important. Like I said, whether your goal is weight loss, whether it is lean muscle building, or whether it's body recomposition, whether it's bodybuilding, everything has to do with the timing of your nutrition and what you're going to see. And last but not least, while you are having this, get you some BCAAs. This is my brand of choice. You can also shop this in my nutrition shop. I promise you, BCAAs is an essential supplement. This right here is going to help with muscle recovery. So that soreness that a lot of you women don't like to feel, this will help knock it out quick. A lot of women don't like going to the gym and lifting weights because it hurts. But because you're not properly fueling your body, it's going to hurt longer. It's going to hurt worse. Help your muscles grow. Help your muscles to repair with BCAA. All right. This is in my nutrition shop as well. Everything that I tell you guys and talk to you guys about, I do. I practice, and I lead by example, right? So I hope this video helped you guys, you know, make sure that you are eating, make sure that you are timing your meals properly, make sure that you are not going long stints of time without eating. If you are a person who cannot remember to eat, set an alarm clock for every, let's say 3 hours at the most, 2.5, 3 hours, right? You start getting hungry, get up and go get a snack. You know it's not time to eat again. You're not ready for lunch. You're not ready for dinner. Just get up and go have a high protein snack, right? Go have a snack. You about to get in a meeting? Go grab a yogurt, something fast. Go grab some grapefruit, hummus. Go and prepare, guys. Prepare this stuff. You know you're going to have a busy day. Prepare the night before. Prepare the weekend before. Meal prep does help, because when you're meal prepping, you got to do too much guessing. You get too frustrated because now you're like, oh, I got to figure out what to eat. Instead of just being able to grab something out of the refrigerator and say, oh, look, it's already cooked. I'm hungry. I'm out to eat it. You're fueling your body. That's it. Don't overcomplicate this. Make sure you time your meals right. Make sure you're prepping them, and make sure that you're eating. All right. So until next time, I'm Coach D. Peace out.